What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Black House Booking back with a new video. I know I've been gone for some time, took a nice little break, but don't worry, guys. I got y'all. I'm back with a new video. I just been observing in the shadows, just waiting for my, chance to make my grand return. As there may be some more returns coming to the WWE real soon. But yeah, we're gonna talk about who I think should win the men's and women's Royal Rumble. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. On a road to 1,000 subs, and I hope to crank out some very good content for you guys. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any more time. So let's talk about the women's first. I have two possible candidates, for the men's and women's Royal Rumble. But the women's Royal Rumble is very interesting because there's one person who I consistently thought should win the Royal Rumble and should go on to headline WrestleMania against Rhea Ripley, and that's Raquel Gonzalez. However, she's lost a lot of steam and a lot of momentum since then, because normally, we would have in our mind who is going to win the Royal Rumble. When Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble in their respective years, you had a feeling that was going to happen because they gained so much momentum over the months. Well, all Raquel has done is taken L's to Rhea Ripley. She lost a 5-way match, and she hasn't done much besides win the women's tag team belts in the last couple of months last year. So I still want her to win because I do think she deserves to have the opportunity to be the top of the top, but they haven't done much with her, and that's just a storyline writer thing. The writers and creative haven't done very good things with Raquel, and it shouldn't be based off of Liv Morgan because that tag team was going to go nowhere anyway. Let's be honest. Even if they stay healthy, they would have lost to Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Well, did they lose to them to lose the belts? See, that's how much I don't care and I don't remember. But they would have lost the belts regardless. They would have probably. What probably would have happened is Raquel would have turned on Liv and became heel, and they would have feuded after they lost the belts regardless, because that's what WWE does. So that's my one choice. But my wild card choice is a returning Sasha Banks. There's been a lot of steam building up saying Sasha Banks has been in talks and that there might be a return very, very possible for her, which I hope is true, and I hope is left to a surprise if it actually does happen. I think this is one of those things where if she does come back, it can be an actual surprise, but we have to see what she thinks. Now, I don't know how New Japan contracts work. I don't know if she's just going around wrestling for promotions and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they have a contract where you have to wrestle for this long, you have a year contract, or they just do it based off of events. But I'm hoping that's the case because she didn't sign with AEW. She didn't sign with Impact, so I don't think she's under an official contract as to where she couldn't, go somewhere else, because New Japan wrestlers often go, wrestle other places. When Ring of Honor was his own thing, you would see, people go back and forth because I guess New Japan has the flexibility to do so. So I think if she did return, that she should win the Royal Rumble. But I think that it should culminate in us getting the match that we actually want, which is a fatal 4-way with the 4 horsewomen. And how that would happen is Bayley would have to beat Io Sky for the belt. She would have to get into it with Charlotte and Becky, who just became friends again. But then now, they have some turmoil because they both want to be at the top of the pecking order for a shot at the title. And then we just have, our general managers make a banger of a match and say, you know what, fatal 4-way for the belt. I don't care who's on SmackDown, I don't care who's on Raw. This is the match that we have been clamoring for years, a fatal 4-way with the 4 horsewomen. And a returning Sasha Banks winning that belt from Bayley would be a nice little bow to wrap on top of it. So I think that's what should happen. That's a long shot. That's a wild card. That's a plus 2,000 in betting if you're a bettor. That's something that is not likely to happen, but Sasha Banks returning is like a plus 100. It's very possible. So those are my picks for the women. For the men, there are only 2 logical choices here, and it's Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Now, who deserves it more is up to debate. I think Cody Rhodes deserves it more, but I can't remember the last time somebody won the Royal Rumble back-to-back. If you do know, please let me know, because I genuinely can't think of that. I don't know if that definitely has happened in this era. Could it be Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar? Those are the only 2 people I think that would be possible for that to happen for. But I genuinely think that Cody Rhodes should finish the story against Roman Reigns, even though we're gonna run it back. People wouldn't be mad at that because now Roman Reigns would be at less strength, because by then I have a feeling so won't be Roman's lackey. Or what would happen is Solo Sikoa would just turn his back on Roman on the night of, because there's been so much build as to Solo Sikoa, maybe not gonna follow Roman's orders all the time. And that build cannot lead to, just nothing. It has to lead to something. And by then, we're gonna get Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania, which is a great thing. If we could get Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania, which was a little bit underwhelming in my opinion, we could definitely get Jay versus Jimmy, and we had Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. So family versus family is always a good storyline. After CM Punk, the only way I would want CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble and face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania is if Damian Priest cash in. That is the only payoff that would make sense. And for the cash in to happen during a Seth Rollins match makes even more sense. So I think that if we're going to go with that, right? If we're genuinely going to go with that, we should for sure have, if CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, he has to choose Seth Rollins. Nobody choosing Roman Reigns, because that Roman Reigns has the WWE Championship, which is the belt Cody Rhodes won. Cody Rhodes doesn't want the World Heavyweight Championship. We all know that. So if we go that route, correct, Damian Priest is still there. Damian Priest already planted the seed on CM Punk. Like, I would love to cash in on you. So I think that's what we should see. And it wouldn't make CM Punk look bad, or Seth Rollins, because if Seth Rollins loses, he just loses. If CM Punk wins at WrestleMania, hey, we brought him back, we gave him the belt. We gave the crowd a good pop. But then Damian Priest cashes in, and you get a lot of heat, but you also get a lot of people who are real wrestling enthusiasts, and they're very happy that Damian Priest actually gets the belt. So overall, I think what makes the most logical sense would be Cody Rhodes and Raquel, but I wouldn't mind Cody Rhodes and Sasha Banks as well, because I don't think CM Punk should. I don't think CM Punk should even be in the Royal Rumble. I think CM Punk and Seth Rollins should just fight at the Royal Rumble for the belt and have Damian Priest cash in there, and then at WrestleMania we could get Damian Priest versus CM Punk, or we could do a triple threat and just run it back like that. But they're not going to do that, of course. I don't even know if Seth Rollins is facing anybody at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if Roman Reigns is facing anybody. I'm sure Roman Reigns coming back tonight is going to end with him facing him and Randy Orton starting something, most likely, which is fine. So that's just my opinion. And I think during the Royal Rumble, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, one of them going to eliminate the other, and that's going to start the road to WrestleMania. So that's just my opinion. Though I could be wrong. But these are ideas that have been going in my head. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Someone, LA Knight is a wild card as well. But if LA Knight won, him facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania wouldn't make sense. I think the best bet for LA Knight to win a belt is to go against Logan Paul, because people would actually be pleased with him beating him at WrestleMania. That's just my opinion, though. But you guys let me know what you think, man. I really would like Sasha Banks to come back and beat Sasha Banks and win. And we have that fatal four with the 4 horsewomen. I don't think Io Sky should have a WrestleMania match. I think it should be, let's not do Bayley versus Sasha straight up. Let's do the fatal 4-way. But if you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.